In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete assignment 14, the Comedy Storyboard, on an iPad. The first thing you're going to do is click on Assignments. And you're going to want to look for Assignment 14, Comedy Storyboard. When you open the assignment, you are going to see the assignment is going to be done two different ways. One way on an iPad and one way on a laptop. If you are watching this video, you are doing it on an iPad. The first thing you need to do is click on the link to open the Google Slide presentation. Make sure that you've taken a moment to download Google Slides. Click on Make a Copy. If you don't have Google Slides, you'll go to the Self-Help Center and click on Install to add Google Slides to your school iPad. Storyboards are what artists use whenever they're going to make a TV show, commercial, movie, music video, anything where they are going to be filming. Think of a storyboard like an outline. It tells the director everything that's going to be filmed and in the order it's going to be filmed in. For this assignment, you are going to tell me a little story. It can be as short as 6 slides long. Normally, the boxes in a storyboard are called cells, but since we're doing this on Google Slides, you can call them slides. In the upper right-hand corner, we're going to click on the blue Open so that it opens Google Slides in the app. I recommend for this assignment holding your iPad landscape, which means side to side, instead of portrait, which means up and down. I think the assignment is a little bit easier with the storyboards on the left versus underneath the Google Slide. So we're just waiting on this to open. Rename storyboard so that it doesn't say copy of. So I'm going to click on the back arrow and I'm going to click on the 3 dots next to copy of my storyboard. And I'm going to click rename. I'm going to change copy of to my name, which I'm pretending is Jane Doe. And then I will click rename. Once I've renamed my storyboard, I'm going to go ahead and open it. The opening title says My Storyboard. The next 6 slides are where you're actually going to make your storyboard. So we see background 1, background 2, background 3, 4, 5, and 6. This will all make sense in just a moment. Underneath these backgrounds are where you're going to find all of your clip art. I see backgrounds, I see people, I see children, and then we have a bunch of furniture, accessories, we have musical instruments, we have, if we keep going, we have food. So I'm going to come to my backgrounds. Now any of these could be used for a housing background, or you have another page with some nature backgrounds or a street, and you could make these into a school or a classroom. I'm going to go ahead and use this background that has the blue walls and the checkered floor. I'm going to make my storyboard start in a kitchen. Once you find something you want to add to your storyboard, click on it, and then underneath where it says Cut, Copy, Paste, Delete, you're going to hit Copy. You're going to come back to your first slide background. We don't need this anymore, so I'm going to delete it. I'm going to drop my finger down, and I'm going to hit Paste. Now what I need to do is stretch out the sides of my picture so that it fills the background of my Google Slide. So now my background has become the setting of a kitchen. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to come to my character pages. I'm going to click on this woman right here. I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to come back to my kitchen. I'm going to drop my finger down and I'm going to hit paste. If I want to make her bigger or smaller, I just have to click on the lines and drag. Now I need a table for my kitchen, so I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to click on tables, and I think this one would make a good kitchen table, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click copy, come back to my kitchen, drop my finger down, paste, move my table over, and I want to make it longer, so I'm just going to stretch it down. We can move Mom over a little bit. All right, now I need the daughter, so I'm going to come to the kids page. I'm going to pick this little girl right here. I'm going to hit copy, and I'm going to drop my finger down, paste. Now, I want her behind the table. So in order to do that, I just click on the table and cut, copy, paste, delete, move to front. And I'm going to put the table in front of her. And then I just need to adjust and move them around a little bit. Now, I would avoid using move to back because it's going to go behind, excuse me, it's going to go behind our kitchen background, and obviously we won't be able to see it. So now our table needs some food. So I'm going to scroll down, click on the food, and I see a basket of pastries. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to copy, come back to my kitchen, drop my finger down, and click on paste. And I'm going to move it to the table. This is a little big, so I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. Now we have food on the table. I feel like our kitchen needs a little bit more appliances, so I'm going to scroll through till I see the kitchen appliances, and I see a fridge here. I'm going to click on it, copy, come back to my background, click on it, paste, and it's way too big, so we're going to shrink that down. As you can see, it's a lot of just copying and pasting. And I also saw a stove, so I'm going to come back, and I'm going to add in the stove or the oven, copy, and paste. And as you see, it's a little bit too big. We're going to shrink it down. It hides the table. So I'm going to come back to my table, and I'm going to move to front again, but now it's blocking the pastries, so I need to move the pastries to the front. So as you see, it's all like building layers. So you just want to make sure whatever you need to see has been moved to the front. For this assignment, you're going to need 3 items per page, per slide, per cell. Right now I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, and my background is 5. You also need to have at least 2 characters in your story. I've got Mom and I've got Daughter. Now on every slide you don't need to have 2. Maybe on the next one I only see the little girl. That's fine as long as you have 2 characters in your story. You're also going to be required to have dialogue. And in order to add talking, we're going to come to the upper right-hand corner, click on the plus sign, and we're going to add a shape. Click on callouts. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's talking bubbles and thought bubbles. I'm going to go ahead and add a talking bubble. Move it over to Mom. Now the paint can shows that the filling is a little bit gray. I'm going to change it to white by clicking on the paint can, click on white, click on the paint can again. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy this and paste it because the little girl is also going to say something. So now in order to put talking in the bubble, I'm going to come to the upper right hand corner, click on the plus sign, click on text. Now what I highly recommend next is putting it in the center by clicking on the center align. And then I'm going to drag it over to where Mom is. And she's going to say, good morning, comma, sweetie. And then of course I can drag it and move it so that it's in the middle. Now I like using copy and paste So I'm going to go ahead and copy this text and paste it. Move it to the little girl. And now I'm going to double click to change what it says. So she's not going to say good morning, sweetie. She's going to say, once I delete it, hi, mommy. And then, of course, I can move it around so it's in the middle of the thought bubble. Now, if I wanted to, I could change the color by clicking on the A. I could make it bold. You know, whatever you guys want to do to the text, it's up to you. Okay? Looks good. We've got dialogue. We've got items. The layers looked correct. So again, the next slide, maybe I would put her at school. The next slide, maybe she's on the basketball court at recess. Or you can have them in the kitchen the whole time. The object of this is to just have fun. When you're done with your slides, you're going to go back. You're going to click on the 3 little dots next to your project, and you're going to hit Send a Copy. You can try PDF or PowerPoint, either one. You're going to hit OK, and it's going to prepare the PDF. Once your file is done being prepared, you're going to click on the red Canvas for Student app to submit this assignment. You're going to click on the app, then you're going to select the course, which will be video production, select the assignment, which is assignment number 14, and then click on Submit. And it will automatically submit your assignment to Canvas.